Shit. I'm telling you, bro. Every time I get on this bitch. Let me see. Checking, checking, checking. Why does this shit sound so low? Hold on. Yo. There we go. Let's see where we at, y'all. Who the fuck? My ear caught the fuck out. Right. Hmm. Right now we got a low. It's a low right there, but this is also right here. Look, we can't let this shit break this level. Mm. Damn. More that fucking daily, bruh. Look at this shit. This shit gonna keep climbing too. On the daily, look at it. Let's see what it look like on the hour. I just want to see. Okay, makes sense. Let's go back to delete. You know, delete this whole bitch. Hmm. So we got a major indication. I want to see if this shit gonna correct back down, but it's probably not. I mean, it is, but it's just when. When is it? It should tell us right here, and it ain't. It's just higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Yeah, higher low, higher high. It might get ready to, cause look, but that could just be liquidity though. You feel me? Huh? High, 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 low, high, high, low, high, high. Mm. That also don't count because that shit just happened, and it's Asian session, so it's a little different. But shit do get cracking around that time with this shit. I need to read. I need to read something though. But yeah, that was that indication right there. Then it went under indication correction. It did a little just a couple for a couple of yeah, just a little day. That shit wild. All fucking day. The next day, shit turned up. Today it was just like, yeah, yeah. It do most of his work in the during the New York session. See, look, the big volume pushes be during New York, so it kind of do a little shit. And yep. Then it kind of go through a little stagnant ass period. See, I'm curious though, cause when it was right here, it shot up. It did this big ass. It did this big push right here. It just corrected a little bit. So I'm hoping it corrects just a tad. And then tomorrow, once you get it, like it do a lot of this shit. And then when we get into New York tomorrow, hop, just a little more. and then after hours, and then hop, then it's gonna fall off a little bit. After hours, gonna turn it up. So right now the last time we ended the indication on during the session, it still went up a little bit. Look like it's doing what it's doing today. It might fall down probably about like 1, 2 a.m. And then New York. Hot. So look, let me see. Indication. That's a little correction too. That ain't even an indication for real. This is the indication. Indication. Correction. Didn't break the level. Was stagnant for fucking few hours. It got to. This is the shit I be hating because I be sleep. Because you can't really get in. You could, but you can't. Depending on how much bankroll you got. The motherfucker breaks by the time I'm asleep. I don't get in till about 9. Look, 9. It's already on the indication, bro. It punch up as much as it can, but it doesn't even meet the last high it was. It indicates it corrects, make a higher low. Then it goes on this continuation. Hold on. Indication. So this is the continuation right here. So you would have caught from here to here. Really, you supposed to really catch it from here. How many pips is this? 58355 2. Yeah, it's a little over 100 pips. So then you indicate you correct, right? Then you go right back, catch it again right here. It's not a lot. It actually is a lot. Hold on, how many pips is this? Hold on. I said a little over 100 pips. Hold on. Indication. So well over 100 pips. He would have smacked their ass. Let me do the P&L calculator. I need to say this actually. Man, my fucking back hurt. So long. We're gonna go 1. Let's go here. Huh. Yeah, bro, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, let me see. I was right. Yeah, right here. Let me see. Indication. So, indication, correction, continuation. Hold on, we catch it right here. 58372, 5940, 58372, 59440. Let's see. That's a rat. See? Let me see if you had 5 contracts. How many would it would have been? That's 5 mans. Yeah, bro. You gotta just be a little patient, bro. Damn, bro, my fucking back hurt. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like right here. So like when you got them, so you catch this hoe right here. This is during London session. It hit, it go way past your TP, bro. You just like, damn, you ain't got nowhere to previously. mark it up. You kind of gotta just guess. Really, just run it out. Then that motherfucker correct. It corrects, consolidates. We see its buyers here, and then we gotta hit it. As soon as it get right about, really, it get back right here. We know it's bullish. What it do? A quick little pumper, something slight. It ain't much, but it's something. Let me see how much you would have made. And that's the thing is, bro, you got and it obviously it's like right at 9 o'clock, bro. So it's like you gotta really get in there how as soon as it start. Cause soon as the month, soon as what is looking like, soon as depending on what trend you on, soon as New York session start, this shit get cracking. Check it out, New York session right here, bro, and it get right back to that level, break past it. Let me see. We're gonna say 58370, and this time it only went to 59080. Let's see. So you just caught one contract, you would hit $710. That's not bad. Just like a little one. So the day before you hit a band, then you hit 700. Oh, not the day before. What day is this? That's Monday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So then, mind you, not holding after hours. You feel me? After hours, that shit indicates again, bro. It corrects, and then where the indication come off of? Indication would be right here. So the indication this time, bro, you could catch it again, but it's not a lot to catch. But hey, it's still repeating what it did before. So the indication here, this indication at 59115, you still gonna smack their ass 59115 into, let's say 59605. When I say 615, let's see what I said. Where I hit? Yeah, I just do 615 for you. So next day you hit for a quick little 500. This is all one contract. Next day you hit like quick little 500. Right now, shit, you up 2,200 on the week. That's just for 3 days. 3 days I'm up 2,200. I ain't even. And they not big moves neither. That's the crazy thing about it. They not big moves, bro. They not big moves. They simple, quick. They small moves, gang. So like, yeah, bro. They small moves. They ain't like you gotta goddamn doing too much of work. You just gotta find. You gotta basically, bro, have that shit marked up and be up ready, ready to take your trade because they hear because these are small moves from your indication. So after your correction, it's what the hell is that? I gotta throw that shit away. So after your correction, a continuation is a small push, but it's quick. You know what I mean? Shit, who just in yeah. You made that actually hold on. You made that in an hour. If I'm being for real, so then here, mind you, our low right here. This is our low. Well, actually, this is our higher low. Higher low doesn't break. Higher low, we got an issue. We got an issue, right? Cause now it's like, all right, we need to grab some liquidity. So it breaks this low, bro. This the low where I just marked up. It breaks it and it makes a new indication. So it makes this new indication, which is bow. I'm tripping. I normally do this for indications. So from this level here, let me take this session out too. It makes indication. Let's tighten this up. You wanna give me shit, nigga. Bow. So it indicates, cuz. So from here, it breaks this low, creates new indication, corrects. But it don't really correct our way back. So now we know at any point below this level, bruh, anything below this level, bruh, is bearish. So you just gotta do your little ICC within this little 5 minute marker, cuz like in here, where we at? Right there. So we gotta what we gotta do right here is, and this is the ugly part, cause it's like, damn, you break it on ICC. It broke this lower high right here. You see it? It broke the lower high. This right here broke this lower high. So now you like, all right, damn, it might go bullish, but shit, we looking for this damn level to break, cause it indicated right here. So we gotta let this bitch break again. So it corrects. It get below this level. You really could play that hoe, but you're not gonna make much. So then it goes shoot up. You're like, damn, this is the confusion part. Cause like, damn, this shit just really just broke my previous lower high within the 5 minutes as I'm looking for entry. I don't know if I want to do this shit because it's showing it might go back bullish for real, for real. So it's like, could be a little liquidity, but I need to be safe. This is really the throw off right here. Then it get back to this low, breaks that, then breaks this previous low. So you know when it breaks the low, it's bearish. You could probably grab a little something out of that shit. Me personally, I'd have been a little bit too scared because of this right here. That would have fucked me up. Hold on. This right here would have kind of scared me. That little high point, because it broke this high point. This high point would have scared me, bro. Because it said higher low. I mean, lower high. Well, equal high, higher low. All right, bet. Boom! It broke my shit on ICC. I know we was looking for entry, but damn, now the higher time frame is a little different, but still, this shit makes the higher time frame, so you got to kind of pay attention to it. So we like, God damn. But if it breaks this level, remember it's still bearish, and we're trying to get a quick little entry. You could have popped their ass real quick, but I probably wouldn't have did it. Only because the only reason why I wouldn't have did it was because overall we in the uptrend. We in the uptrend, and I need, for me personally, cause I need a couple more. I need a little bit more confirmation. Cause right here, let me see. We got higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. This would have fucked me up. Cause it broke that level, it would have confused me. So that lets me know that it's still like, okay, we still got bullish momentum. And this on the 1 hour, so I'm like, oh damn. So that little point would have fucked me up, but it still made a lower low. I probably would have stayed out the trade right then. I would have wanted to get in there though. That's the tricky part about like trying to make these plays is you gotta kind of be strategic. Let me see when this happened. Hold on though, we might be in the clear. This is in the hold on. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have made it play no ways because look, indication is the correction, and then it went over here. Nah, hell nah. Hold on, let me see. I'll take that back, y'all. Indication correction. Then this hoe made another indication. Yeah, this would. So I could have. You could have took it. It just would have been hard too. You wouldn't have really did shit for real. Waited out. So then this made a lower high, higher low. This how we know it was about to reverse this little higher low. Cause it's supposed to really break this low. That's there you go. Sometimes I gotta look at this stuff and kind of really like get my thought process together. So all right, bet. Once I got here, broke this level. Really, once I broke this level though, it's cracking. We broke this lower high. We got an indication. That bitch riding. It's the only thing about shit like this, it look like this. It's probably not gonna correct because it got so much momentum, and that's what I gotta read and figure out. That's what's kicking my ass right now. That's why I'm on live right now, bro. That is why I'm on live, Jack. Let me see what the fuck this nigga talking about. God damn, my back hurt. That lower back hurt like a motherfucker. I gotta cook in a second. Yep. Yeah, 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 yeah. If you don't care, yeah, 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 yeah. Motherfucker. Yes, Lord. Who the fuck? My bad, y'all. Give me 1 second. My thing is, I don't know how to view the comments in this whole. If it was a comment, I wouldn't even know how to read this shit. Fucking back hurting and shit. Studio mode. What is that? Oh. Huh. Nah. Nope. Gotta worry about shit like that, Jack. Hell nah. PT Cruiser, nigga. Who y'all know? Who is that? Y'all know who PT Cruiser is? Pastor Troy, bro. Dog. Pastor Troy was a true back in the day. Five more, and I'm back on. Y'all got my full attention. Man, that nigga side taught me a lot, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Hella nigga winning. Alright. Why in this shit? Yeah, let me see something. Uh, show confirmation dialogue. Screen. Parents. Nah, I'm cool on all this shit. I fuck around, fuck something up while I'm on here. Let me get off of that. Alright, man. Back to what I was doing. So that's the main thing. So right now I'm looking at I can delete this shit, bro. That whole shot up, but it don't look like it's coming down no time soon. It got a lot of bullish momentum and from previous, like I said, it'll come down a little bit tonight. Let me see around what time. 10 p.m. I'm gonna come back and look at this shit at about 10. It's gonna die out a little bit, get some liquidity, and I'm hoping by the time I wake up, when this motherfucker back on, look, about right, about right there. It done got a little liquidity. I get back in the game. Hop! I'm in the dough. I'm in the dough. That's how I'm looking at it. That's how it's look. Let me see. Previously, anytime it's had a big run with silver, bro, it's a little pullback, not a major, not a big correction. Pullback, hot. That it's just small shit, and then it'll correct a little bit. Anytime it's a big one, this was a drop. There must have been some news. I think that's when that yeah, motherfucker came out with it. That nigga charged up. How long did this take? Friday. That shit took 2 days. That motherfucker got that chicken, bro. Even here. Nigga, it took a week. He was getting it though, bro. Whoever rolled that mug from here to here, hell nah. That's a whole week, cuz. Let me see. Thursday. Smack they ass. He said, "Oh Lord, I know who." Let me see how much chart they would have made if you would have just had one contract. 54290 to oh shit 4602. Hold on. Oh wait, 4608. Oh no, that's not it. Oh yeah, it is it. 4605. Let's see, y'all. He would have popped their ass. But I mean, if he held that for a week, some people say don't do that shit, but he had to have some chili in his account. But man, he could have closed and he could have added positions. That's the thing. He could have added positions. He could like, yeah, I'm finna let's fold some more in, cuz. You know what I'm saying? He could have been had one. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Watch it. Pull back. Look, he could have said, all right, this junk gotta pull back. Long as it don't break this right here. Or even it. It did break that. Let me see. Da, 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 da. What would be my last level of resistance? I don't know. Maybe this. Yep. It would be this, maybe. This, yeah, it'd be right here. As long as it didn't fly past this. Bow. Ooh. He said, oh yeah. Hold on. Let's go for a ride, bitch. That motherfucker started loading up. He on the 15-minute, 5 minute. Bow. Tore that ass up again. He said, all right. Bow. Oh. He tore that ass up, bro. That was a whole month ago. Look, that shit was shot up. Ass fell out. Shot up. Ass fell out. Oh my gosh. And this what I'm thinking, bro. Shot up. The ass ain't fell out yet. It just kind of like That's just what it's doing. And it created a new candle. Let's see what he hollering down here. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, lower low. Oh, this the freaky shit. Higher high. It's not respecting structure. Don't trade it. It's not tradable right now. I learned all this from my young nigga, man. So now we just gotta figure out. We know right now that price really ain't trying to go below this level. Yiggity. This is my retirement plan, y'all. Next year, it's over with. It is over with. Check him out. This level right here, you know, okay, it's ugly. Anything below here is bearish. It get below this level, the birds have arrived. Right here, uh, little consolidation. He done broke a new level, so he trying to figure out what's going on. Bullish above this level, bro. Bullish. Got a new indication. I'm just ready for the. If that bitch, now I ain't gonna say crash, but if it just start consolidating right here, morning time come, it need to consolidate right about like right here. I needed to go right about right here. Then 9 o'clock, that mug need to come right here. I'm tripping. 9 o'clock, you need to be ready for the continuation. Wishful thinking, right? It needs to correct to about right here. Don't break this low, but about right here will be good. And it work its way to about right here at about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning hit. I'm telling you, hold on. I know I ain't supposed to do this, but fuck it. We just gonna do it anyway. We're gonna slap that motherfucker right here. And let's just say this is the low. Let's say it builds up another low. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it build up another low, fool. Like right here before it gonna run. Nigga. Yeah, you gonna smack some. But that's unlikely. That's unlikely gonna happen. Watch this what's gonna happen on anything. That hoe gonna stop right about here. It's not enough volume to push it down on the nighttime shit. Cause as you see before, it's only a little bit of movement on the nighttime. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna park this. I'm gonna park this right here. Actually, I'm being nice. I'm parking it right there. When I wake up, it's either A gonna be above where it's at now, or B. This right here is gonna be right sitting on this little circle. And I'm gonna move it about right. I'm gonna move it right there. Let's move it down just a little bit. We'll come back tomorrow and see what's going on. Cause I'm telling you, bro. I just know for a fact. I know for a fact that that's how it's gonna play out. I just do, bro. I just do. It's never enough. It's just never like just never works out like that, bro. It never. It's just never perfect. You gotta kind of do some thinking, bro. Like once you get the basics, you gotta kind of like figure out, like, oh damn, ooh, you gotta do all this other shit. Actually, let's go see what Gold talking about. gold still kind of building up back to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been on some, it's been ugly. Gold has been building up back to where it's been consolidating. It's been real choppy, you know what I'm saying? But we know once we got now, get over here, it's going to chase this right here. You feel me? So I'm hoping at least this evening we can see something, right? It kind of get, I'm hoping this get about right here. We can get there, we know above this level is bullish. It's building higher highs and higher lows. I can tell you that. Ran it up. That was last night though. It fucking consolidated all day. It was ugly. You're not supposed to trade this shit. Realistically. But that's what my young nigga side taught me. Let's see what these niggas talking about. Oh, it broke a level. Uh-oh. It's gonna go bullish. Alright, y'all. I got some shit to show y'all. CNBC. Look at this shit. I'm about to show y'all some shit. Hold on. Yo, we about to kind of get into the groove of this shit, cuz. Yeah, that. Yeah, the. Alright. Mm. Alright. So, we're waiting for this. For this. This is what's gonna make it all make sense tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. When is it? I don't know what day. Let's see. The Federal Reserve is poised to deliver its third straight interest rate cut. When? Yeah, tomorrow. While simultaneously firing a warning shot about what's ahead. That's gonna let you know how the market gonna sit tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow, excuse me, if they cut the rates, if they don't cut the rates, that's what we worried about. The race is split between members who favor cuts ahead of further weakness in the labor market. Those who think easy is going far enough threats to aggravate inflation. In addition to the rate decision in the statement, investors will be watching an update to the dot plot of individual officials. Hmm. I don't know what the fuck. Let's see what they talking about.
Your job prospects, your home's value, and the cost of virtually all financial products.
We're talking about mortgages, talking about credit cards, car loans, all those kind of things that people use over the course of their daily lives. What is important to know is the directionality of what that rate is. Is it going up? Is it going down?
Recent projections show the federal funds rate falling over the coming years.
I think there's also politics playing a role here. There are some people who are up for consideration to be the next Fed chair, and they wanted to perhaps project a more dovish view to our president who wants lower interest rates.
Here's how the Federal Reserve tries to predict the future path of interest rates. We learn about where the Fed thinks it will take interest rates on a chart called the dot plot.
There are 19 Fed officials who attend every Federal Open Market Committee meeting. The dot plot specifically asks them each to say, where do you think interest rates are going to be this year? Where do you think they're going to be next year? Where do you think they're going to be the year after that? And the year after that, and often to the future, like where do you see kind of rates stabilizing at? The forecasting power of this dot plot several years into the future, the history of it not particularly good, but it's still something that we hang our hats on.
Forecasting is really hard, especially when it comes to the future. They did definitely have a series of mistakes that were made in the pandemic and beyond it. But before that, they've had a pretty decent record of predicting where inflation would go. Not a bad record on predicting growth or unemployment. They do have a pretty bad record of predicting interest rates, which is interesting.
The most recent plot reveals that interest rates are likely to fall over the next 2 years, reaching 3.12% by the end of 2027.
If the dots are shifting lower, it means that the cost of borrowing is going down. And we live in an extremely leveraged society, which means that we have a lot of debt. So when the cost of credit and the cost of money gets lower, that creates easier financial conditions. So if you're a company and you have to pay less interest on a loan, it's going to make you more inclined to invest in your business. It's going to make you more inclined to hire people.
The dot plot is updated 4 times per year and published in the Summary of Economic Projections, which forecasts future conditions.
That's done through 3 metrics, through gross domestic product, through inflation, and through the unemployment rate. The argument for holding rates steady right now comes from a faction on the committee that is still concerned about inflation.
You have people who think that, the Fed has been missing on the inflation target for 4 going on 5 years, and it's right to remain somewhat restrictive and drive down inflation back towards the 2% target.
The other argument that you're getting from within the Fed for lower rates are concerns about the labor market.
Here, the Fed is making decisions without vital official information due to the government shutdown. Economists instead are relying on alternative data.
Employment data has been weak. The ADP data has been negative in 4 of the past 6 months. On the other hand, all of that speaks to some layoffs, but the jobless claims numbers have been very well behaved. So what we think we're in right now is a low hire, low fire environment in which the unemployment rate is expected to tick up, but tick up only gradually and not surge.
The worries are that we could stay in the no hire market and start to get into actually some firing, and there are signs of some considerable layoffs coming.
And I think, I call him too late. Jerome, too late. Powell, he's too late. He's too late always. He always has been.
Through 2025, President Trump has attempted to get the Fed to cut rates faster.
The administration prefers low interest rates for a number of reasons. I think one of them is some substantial worries about the housing market.
Lower mortgage rates could make it cheaper to finance a home, but those rates are pegged to yields on longer-term bonds, like the 10-year Treasury. They don't always follow the federal funds rate.
This is a big concern for the Fed. It does not want to see the market moving in an opposite way of which way it's heading. The Fed needs the markets, longer end bonds, to do its bidding.
A lower Fed policy rate could also lower the government's borrowing costs.
Another reason that President Trump has cited, he hasn't talked a lot about it lately, but the concerns over our national debt. And of course, financing costs running north of $1 trillion a year.
Of the 12 voting committee members at the Fed, 7 of them are presidential appointees who served 14-year terms. 3 sitting governors were appointed by President Trump.
There's the potential, though far from certainty, that President Trump will have another appointment or two to the Board of Governors.
Then there's the face of the Fed, the chair.
The Fed is an institution that has been typically or traditionally heavily led by the chair. I think there is some deference on the part of committee members, and they'll say, if I'm on the fence or I could go either way, I would go with the chair.
Jerome Powell's term as chair is up in mid-May 2026.
I think that there's a very good chance that the president will make an announcement before Christmas.
The odds-on bet right now is that it's Kevin Hassett, the president's National Economics Council director. If he comes in and it is that he wants to do the bidding of the president who wants lower rates, then that will matter a lot. We'll see if the committee itself can be a stopgap on that drift.
Sound like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. None of that shit matters. But I'm telling you, tomorrow, the market gonna go crazy based off of this shit. I mean, it does matter. But I'm saying, in regards to market structure, bro, this shit gonna do this, dude. The algorithm, all of that, it's gonna make it do what it do. Just what it is. Excuse me. Excuse me, my baby. Let me see what kind of funny shit they got on YouTube. Actually, I've actually been on the computer a lot today. I need a break. With that being said, thanks for stopping through. It's good to see y'all, man. You know what I mean? Good to see y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Probably be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow, right? Probably like after 10. 11. It'll be around 11 tomorrow. So hopefully y'all pop in and see what's up with your boy tomorrow. I'll be on live tomorrow about 11:30, 12. Maybe 1. Tomorrow's a midnight motion type of night. That's what we're gonna be doing. Midnight motion. We're gonna get it cracking on the midnight. Hopefully y'all stop through. We'll do something a little bit more intriguing. But I got some stuff to do. I got a meal prep, get ready for work. So yeah.